Turn the lights down low and the drama up. She's late, she's loud, and she live. Woo! You already know who it is. Shades 2, baby. She back again. Crowd lit, vibe on 10. Shade walk in like we back again. News, tea, jokes and spins. She don't do small talk, she go in. From the headlines to the comment section. She call names with no correction. You tuned in, don't act brand new. It's late night, baby, she got that view.
It's late night with Shay.
She say what she want, then laughs all day. Look on Shay's tube, press replay. You thought I let gang, get back again.
It's late night with Shay.
She say what she want, then laughs all day. Look on Shay's tube, press replay. You thought I left, nah, I'm back again. Popcorn ready, wig on alert. She dropped one line, is somebody hurt? Talk show queen with a side of roast. She run this thing from coast to coast. Late on purpose, still on time. She hit you with shade, then call it a rhyme. Talk smart, talk slick, talk flame. Say the name right, yeah, late night with Shay.
It's late night with Shay.
She say what she want, then laughs all day. Look on Shay's tube, press replay. You thought I left, nah, I'm back again.
It's late night with Shay.
She say what she want, then laughs all day. Look on Shay's tube, press replay. You thought I left, nah, I'm back again. That's right. News, drama, laughs, whatever else you feel like. One mic, one queen. Late night with Shay. On Shay's tube, she back again.
It's late night with Shay.
Yeah, she say what she want and laughs all day. Live on Shay's tube, press replay. You thought I left, nah, I'm back again.
It's late night with Shay.
She say what she want and laughs all day. Live on Shay's tube, press replay. You thought I left, nah, I'm back again. Yeah.
What's up? What's up? What's up? Welcome to Shay's Tube Late Night Owls Talk Time. Thank you guys so much for being here. And thank you to everybody in the bushes, everybody who watched this in the replay over here in the chat. Thanks, Jermaine, for checking in. All right. So tonight, guys, this is going to be a quick live, and we are going to talk about Diddy, some updated information on Diddy and his employees. Also, I have a true crime case of Melodee Buzzard. I told you guys about this little girl a couple of weeks ago, and I got some updated information and just give you a background on her. And, and then that will be it for this live tonight. So go get you something to drink and relax and see bed or whatever. If you are at work, continue to watch or listen to me on the down low. Let's go ahead and do that copyright disclaimer under Section 107 of the Copyright Act of 1976. Allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comment, news reporting, teaching, scholarship, education, and research. That entire copyright disclaimer is in my description area, and part of it is filling across that screen right there. Guys, let me check my sound real quick, and then we're going to go ahead and start. Okay, so everything seems to be okay. So we're going to go ahead and get this live done in about 30 minutes because, at nighttime, this internet be messing up. All right. So first thing first, guys, let me put my background music on. Okay. And then I want you guys to thumbs up. Okay. Thumbs up this video, subscribe to this channel, and hit that bell notification so you can be notified of any upcoming videos. Make sure you share, leave a comment, and hype this video up. Also, if you want to show additional support for this channel, feel free to do a super sticker, super chat, cash app donation, and $ Shades Tube, or copy yourself a membership for $4.99 per month. Thank you in advance for that. All right, so let's go ahead and get started, you guys. First thing first, let me go ahead and tell you guys about Melodee Buzzard, the true story of Melodee Buzzard, okay? And I forgot to put it up here, so let me put it up here real quick. It's not going to take long. So like I told you guys, I told you about her probably about 2 or 3 weeks ago. Let me give you a rundown on it real quick. So hold on, let me just put that up there. Let me just turn this music down just a little bit because it seems to be a little bit too loud. And let me go close that laundry room up too because I can't even hear myself talk. Hold on for 1 second. All right, guys. So this is a true story of Melodee Buzzard, okay? Now, Melodee was a missing Santa Barbara County girl, okay? 9 years old. Her mother, Ashley Buzzard, has been arrested on suspicion of murder in a crime that was described as very heartless and just plainly, something that shouldn't have happened, okay? Point blank. Anyway, let me start how this first started first, okay? Let me show y'all the picture of this little girl first. Let me actually go get it on here first. On TikTok. I'll just put her picture up here, okay? So y'all can see what I'm talking about. I showed y'all this little girl before because I talked about her. I just spelled her name wrong. Let me spell it the right way. Me and my damn typing skills are horrible. Okay, now. So this is the little girl right here, okay? And this is her.
All right, you guys. So a press conference was.
I don't want to really play her talking.
All right.
What
was going on?
Hold on. Let me see if I can get an actual picture of this girl. She just had one up. Let me go back. Is that her dad crying? Oh, that's sad. So that's the little girl right there I'm talking about. And like I said, I did go over a complete rundown about her story a couple of weeks ago, and I'll do it real quick. Let me just turn this down even further. Yeah. Okay, let me go ahead and get her story real quick, okay? So she was found, like I said before, okay? She was missing. Okay, let me give y'all the complete rundown. So 9-year-old Melodee Buzzard was found deceased in Utah last month, okay? And this was months after she disappeared from California with her mother, Ashley Buzzard. So anyway, Ashley was arrested, like I just told you guys, of premeditated unaliving during a road trip. Her mother, Ashley, is claiming she is not guilty. Now, evidence, including linked shell casings and DNA, pointed to Melodee's mother, Ashley, who police described as being uncooperative during the investigation into her daughter's disappearance. So anyway, here are some key events. Melodee went missing with her mother, Ashley, in October 2025 during a road trip from California. Her mother refused to cooperate with the police. She just was weird. She came back home. She did not have Melodee with her. She also had Melodee put on a wig, disguise. And I think the mom disguised herself as well. And that was I think that was the last image that they captured of Melodee with her mom. Anyway, Melodee's decomposed body was found by hikers in a remote area of Wayne County, Utah in December 2025. Authorities determined Melodee Buzzard passed on from gunshot wounds to the head. Like I said before, Ashley Buzzard was arrested and charged with first-degree murder, with prosecutors alleging she used a 9mm gun. So the evidence that they have against the mom is the cartridge cases from the Utah scene matched one found at Ashley's home, and FBI DNA analysis linked the remains to Ashley, indicating a familiar DNA match. Now, like I told y'all, Ashley did not cooperate with the police, okay, in the initial missing person investigation. Her behavior, including intentional changes to her appearance, made everybody suspicious. In late December, Ashley pleaded not guilty to the murder charge of her daughter. Okay, so this is the timeline right here. On October the 7th, Melodee and her mom left on a 3-day road trip from their Lompoc, California home to the Nebraska area. Okay. Surveillance images show the mom and daughter both appearing to be wearing wigs at a Santa Barbara area rental car business that day. On October the 8th, Ashley Buzzard allegedly removed the California license plate number 9MNG101 from her rented white 2024 Chevrolet Malibu, according to the sheriff's office. Beginning on October the 8th, New York license plate number HCG9677 was on the rental car. It's not clear when that plate was put on or if other plates were added at other times, according to the sheriff's office. On October the 9th, the last verified sighting of Melodee was on October the 9th. News surveillance video shows Melodee with her mom that day near the Colorado-Utah border. Authorities said they believe Ashley Buzzard's return route went west through Green River, Utah, Pangooch, Utah, Northwest Arizona, Primm, Nevada, and Rancho Cucamonga, California. On October the 10th, Ashley Buzzard arrived home with the car she and Melodee had rented on October the 7th, but Melodee was not with her. And when she came back to California, the car had its original license plate back on it when she returned it to the rental agency. On October the 14th, the investigation into Melodee's disappearance was sparked on October the 14th when a school district administrator reported her extended absence to the police. Melodee was apparently homeschooled for at least the last few years. This August, Melodee and her mom visited the Mission Valley Independent School to enroll her in the Lompoc Unified School District's Independent Study Program. So they said in our independent student program, if a student fails to pick up assignments, the student is referred back to their school of residence, which then contacts the family to complete enrollment. And that's according to the district. And they told this to ABC News in a statement. They also said if attendance does not begin, the school follows mandatory truancy procedures, including phone calls, letters, emails, and home visits. When a student or family cannot be reached after these efforts, the school requests a welfare check from law enforcement. Melodee's paternal aunt told ABC News that Melodee lived alone with her mother and they stayed in isolation. The aunt said in the few times she had seen Melodee, the girl was friendly, kind, and loving. Now, on the 15th of October, authorities conducted an initial search of Ashley Buzzard's home on October the 15th. On the 30th of October, investigators conducted another search at Ashley Buzzard's home, as well as at a storage unit in the rented Chevrolet Malibu on October the 30th. And then an extended cartridge case was found at the house, and a live round of similar ammunition was found in the car. On November the 6th, a man named Tyler Brewer alleged he was held against his will at Ashley's home. Brewer said he's a legal document assistant, process server, mandated reporter, and perceived officer of the court. And after Melodee was reported missing, he said he reached out to Ashley Buzzard to offer help. Brewer said he was at Ashley Buzzard's home on November the 6th when she became visibly distressed after sharing information she appeared to regret disclosing. And that's what he said in a statement. A box cutter was produced, and despite multiple requests to be allowed to exit the home, he said, I was not immediately permitted to leave, adding the door had multiple locks on it. On November the 7th, Ashley Buzzard was arrested for false imprisonment, according to the sheriff's office. He said this crime is not connected to the ongoing search for Melodee. Then on the 12th of November, Ashley Buzzard appeared in court on November the 12th and entered a not guilty plea to the false imprisonment charge. The judge ordered her release from jail with a GPS monitor and gave her a list of conditions, including not possessing weapons or contacting the alleged false imprisonment victim. Prosecutors protested her release, arguing she's a flight risk because she allegedly wore wigs and switched license plates just before Melodee vanished. But the judge said that is a separate and not involved in the false imprisonment case. On the 20th of November, the false imprisonment charges was dropped during her November the 20th preliminary hearing. The judge heard audio of a conversation between Ashley and Brewer and found the audio did not match what Brewer told law enforcement in the media. On December the 6th, as the investigation into Melodee's whereabouts continued, on December the 6th, the sheriff's office in Wayne County, Utah, was contacted by a man and woman who found a decomposed body while taking photos in a rural area. On December the 8th, Wayne County officials contacted the Santa Barbara County Sheriff's Office about the unidentified remains on December the 8th. It was determined the victim passed on from gunshot wounds to the head. On December the 17th, cartridge cases found at the scene in Utah were linked to a cartridge case recovered from Ashley Buzzard's home. On December the 22nd, the FBI crime lab made a DNA link between the remains found in Utah to familial DNA of Ashley Buzzard. On December the 23rd, Ashley Buzzard was arrested for allegedly unaliving her daughter, Melodee Buzzard. A motive hasn't been determined, but Sheriff Bill Brown said cold-blooded and criminally sophisticated premeditation and heartlessness went into planning the crime, and ruthlessness went into actually committing the crime. On December the 26th, Ashley Buzzard entered a not guilty plea to the charge of murder with special allegations. The special allegation charge claims that Ashley Buzzard personally and intentionally discharged a firearm, causing unaliving, and committed the murder by means of lying in wait. That's a daggone shame that this woman did this to her child, y'all. Let's look at this little video right here. Goodness. You know, I knew she did something to her daughter because there's no way you're going to be on a road trip with your daughter. You got her put on a wig. You got on a wig, a disguise. You get a rental car. You go across the country on a road trip and you come back home without her. And then you're not cooperating with the police. You're telling different stories. You're just doing the most. And she's acting suspicious. I knew this lady. I was hoping she didn't. But I knew she probably did. It's just very weird. And why did she do this? It's just plainly crazy. So let's go ahead and watch this video real quick, you guys. Hold on. What would make a mom unalive her 9-year-old daughter? Let me turn this music down real quick. Poor girl didn't even have a chance.
9-year-old Melodee Buzzard. 9-year-old Melodee Buzzard, missing for 2 months, has been found dead. Her mother has been arrested on suspicion of murder. In the end, we never received news of the girl being found alive. Her remains were discovered on December 6th in a remote area of Utah and were positively identified via DNA on December 22nd. Police immediately arrested her mother, Ashley Buzzard. What's most chilling is that the last time mother and daughter were captured on surveillance was on October 9th near the Utah-Colorado border. Yet when the mother returned to California on October 10th, her daughter was no longer with her. Police also noted she may have attempted to alter her appearance and tamper with license plates to evade detection. Adding to the mystery, the mother did not report her child missing. It wasn't until October 14th, after the girl failed to attend school for multiple days, that authorities launched a full investigation following the school's report. Police have yet to disclose the motive behind the incident. We all want to know, what exactly happened between October 9th and October 10th? 9-year-old Melodee Buzzard.
And that is really sad. I don't know. Like I said, I don't know what would possess a mom, this woman, to unalive her 9-year-old daughter like this. I mean, what was going on in her mind? I mean, she changing license plate numbers, wearing wigs, all types of weird shit. And then she actually takes out a GUN and shoots her child in the daggone head. I mean, what type of parent would do this? What type of monster would do this, you guys? So let's go ahead and look at, see what they have here. I guess they're probably repeating the same thing. So let's see this right here.
We will honor her memory by ensuring that every step of this process is handled with care, compassion, and a steadfast commitment to justice. Our investigation does not end here. We will continue working closely with prosecutors and ensure that the judicial process moves forward with integrity. May God bless the innocent soul of Melodee Buzzard, who we will never, ever forget. We will honor her memory.
That's sad, man. That is really, really sad. Okay. You know, I hope, you know, usually, like I said many times before, I really was never like an advocate for the DP, but in certain situations, you know, I think that it's the only way. You know what I'm saying? I mean, when parents unalive their children like this, I mean, honestly, I don't see no point of anything but them getting the DP, especially this mom right here, because you can tell she definitely thought about this, planned this out, premeditated. and carried it out. Okay. And it's just, I mean, she is beyond being just a monster, you guys. I mean, damn. I don't understand why she did this. It's just weird, you know. Um, and then she thought she was going to get away with it. That's even more crazy. She thought she was going to get away with unaliving her daughter, and then she did not even have an explanation to what happened to her when they was asking where is her daughter at. I don't even recall her having any type of explanation or anything. That's just plainly ridiculous. So let's see what else we got on this right here on this little girl. This is when they were searching for so this is her in court right here. Let's see. Yeah.
And are you requesting that I enter?
And she look totally different. Look like she got some mental problems going on. Let's see.
Guilty plea in denial.
We're entering a not guilty plea.
Oh, okay. Not guilty
Shaking and shit. The weird ass.
plea is,
Ladies and gentlemen.
Stupid.
is entered.
That was Ashley Buzzard pleading not guilty in court. She's accused of brutally murdering her 9-year-old daughter, Melodee. Now, as that plea was announced, there were murmurs that could be heard across the courtroom. At one point, the court staff had to tell members of the audience to keep quiet. Now, this all started in October when it was a young girl's school who contacted police because they hadn't seen her for quite some time. Authorities launched an investigation. They determined that both the mother and the daughter had gone on a multi-state road trip. They released images from businesses, their security camera footage showing the mother and the daughter wearing these clumsy disguises with wigs. Authorities say that the license plates on their rental car, they were swapped out at times. The mother returned to California. The young girl was not with her. Authorities say that earlier this month, a couple in a rural part of Utah were out taking photos. They came across remains. Authorities say that it was DNA analysis that actually confirmed those were the remains of 9-year-old Melodee Buzzard.
And are you requesting that I enter not guilty plea in denial?
We're entering a not guilty plea.
Oh, okay. Not guilty plea is,
Again, she looks totally different right there, you guys. Damn. But again, looks like she's shaking or something. I can't really tell for sure, but it looks like she's shaking. I don't believe this lady is wrapped too tight. I just really don't. I mean, honestly, what would make this woman take her daughter's life if she did it? She shot the little girl in her head, okay? And they said she lied in wait. I don't know. When they say lie in wait, I guess she hid somewhere and did it. I don't know. I know one damn thing, though. It's almost unbelievable. You know what I'm saying? And what would possess her to do this to her daughter? 9 years old. Okay, let's see what else we got. Okay, let's see. Let's see what else we got on this woman. I guess this is where they found her at, I guess. Let's see what they're doing here.
Mother of a missing 9-year-old girl has been arrested for first-degree murder in California. The Santa Barbara County Sheriff says that Melodee Buzzard's body was found in early December in Utah and that there is a significant amount of evidence to indicate that she was murdered by her mother, Ashley Buzzard.
Well, Alex, the search has been going on since early October, and there had been hope that Melodee was going to be found alive, that she was with somebody, that she had been handed off to them, and that she was
hoping that the mom did that, you know what I'm saying, but not actually unalive her daughter. Damn.
alive. But now we know early this month on December 6th, a couple in Wayne County, Utah, in a rural area of Utah, they were out taking photos and they came upon a decomposed body. It was very clearly a female. It later would be determined that it was around a 9-year-old girl. Melodee and her mother, Ashley, had taken a road trip from Santa Barbara to Nebraska and back. She was last seen. Melodee was at a gas station along the Colorado-Utah border, and investigators believe shortly after that, when she went off the radar, that she was killed by her mother. Now, the victim was shot multiple times. They arrested her once in an unrelated way, and that got her into jail. But a judge said that the arrest would not stick, and the judge released Ashley at that point, but we know that she was under 24/7 surveillance. Investigators were always watching her. Next up is going to be charges, maybe tomorrow. She's being held on suspicion of first-degree murder right now, but not charged with murder yet.
The mother of a missing 9-year-old girl.
It is what it is, you guys. And, you know, as I get updates on this case, I'm going to let you guys know. May this little girl rest in peace. And it's just a sad situation in her mom. Instead of her mom protecting her daughter needed protection from her mom. Point blank. This woman is beyond a monster, okay? How the hell can you unalive your 9-year-old? And she shot her in the head. Let me see what this dude is saying right here real quick.
9-year-old Melodee Buzzard.
So he has music on. I hate when they do that, but anyway, it's probably a good reason why they do it, you know. But let me see exactly what lying in wait means. Maybe she's going to explain it. Let's see.
Detail that frustrated Melodee's loved ones. Her appearance immediately stood out, though, in other ways. Her hair was cut short, blonde, and naturally curly, a noticeable change from the long wig she wore during her November court appearance and in footage with Melodee. Several family members were present in the gallery, including Melodee's paternal grandmother and other relatives. Media from multiple outlets filled much of the courtroom as they waited for proceedings to begin. As the judge read through the charges, audible gasps rippled through the room. When Ashley entered a plea of not guilty, some people reacted out loud, prompting a sheriff's deputy to remind everyone to remain silent.
The court is in receipt.
Think about it. How the heck is she completely not guilty when she know good and damn well she unalived her daughter? People trust me out when they plead that, knowing they are guilty of the crime. Okay? That's the courtroom.
Of a stipulated temporary discovery protective order, and the same has been signed. Ma'am, you're here today. You're charged in a felony complaint with first-degree murder with a special allegation pursuant to 190.2A15. Mr. Galvan, do you wish to waive further reading and advisement?
So waived.
And are you requesting that I enter not guilty plea in denial?
We're entering a not guilty plea.
Okay. Not guilty plea is entered. Special allegations are deemed denied. The matter is assigned for all purposes to Judge Dunkel, Lompoc 1. Mr. Galvan, did you want in-time dates, or was there going to be a preliminary hearing time waiver of some variety?
Judge, Ms. Buzzard and I are waiving the 10-day right to the preliminary hearing, retaining the 60-day right. I calculate her last day as February 24, 2026.
Ma'am, you have the right to a speedy preliminary hearing. That's a preliminary hearing within 10 days of today's date, the date of your arraignment. Also, a preliminary hearing within 60 days of date of your arraignment. For the first, that is the 10-day limit, do you give up and waive your right to a speedy preliminary hearing?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. That makes the last day for prelim 2/24, and
January 7th, Judge?
yes, January 7th. There is no bail.
Ashley was advised of her right to have a preliminary hearing within 10 days of arraignment, but she waived that right, allowing the court to set the hearing within the standard 60-day time frame. That frustrated Melodee.
She's going to I think they said today, if I'm not mistaken. Okay, and let me see what lying in wait is real quick. Let's see what that is. Hold on. Okay, let's see what that is. Let's see what that means. Oh, they concealed their intent. Okay, waited for an opportunity from a hitting spot, just like I just said. Then launched a surprise attack to unalive or seriously harm someone, showing premeditation, deliberation, leading to harsher penalties like first-degree murder or even capital murder. Key elements include concealing purpose, waiting for an advantage, and a surprise attack, proving intent to unalive by surprise, not just a sudden impulse. So the key elements of lying in wait is concealment, hiding your true purpose from the victim. Like you're going to tell the victim. But I guess sometimes when people be about to unalive people, they basically tell them that they're, are getting ready to unalive them. At least some people do. Waiting and watching, observing and waiting for the opportune moment to act. Surprise attack, attacking from a position of advantage. Intent to unalive by surprise. A specific intent to unalive by taking the victim unawares, often shows deliberation. And then substantial duration. The waiting period does not need a specific time, but must be long enough to show premeditation. So yeah, I already told you that her charges can be elevated because of that lying in wait thing charge. So if you like wait in the closet for someone to come home and you ambush them, that's lying in wait. Or if you do it from behind the bush, or if they can't see you. So it's basically a surprise attack into a calculated, premeditated act. Okay? So that's what she did with her daughter. That road trip, all of that was calculated with the intention of unaliving her daughter, allegedly. Okay? And she went through the whole process that she went through until she got that opportunity to take her daughter out. Her daughter didn't know what was coming. You know what I'm saying? She probably was thinking her mom loved her and they just having a little nice road trip. Her mom probably lied and told her we just wearing disguises for the fun of it or something like that. Because in that video, the little girl wasn't looking sad. No. So that's sad. So like I said, I will keep you guys updated. I think she's doing something today. The mother, I don't know, some type of court today, I believe. And so if it is true, it's today, then I will update you guys later on, okay? Again, my condolences are expressed out to Melodee's other family members, and may this little girl continue to rest in peace, and my prayers are also extended out to them as well. All right? And hopefully justice is served on her mom 1,000 times over and over and over again. She is one person that really, truly deserves to be incarcerated for the rest of her life, and that's on everything. And I hope, I hope the way she unalived her daughter hunts her in her dreams every single night. I really do. Okay? All right. So now let's go ahead and move on to Diddy. Okay? Let me put this picture up here. Diddy look tripped out on that picture right there. Okay. Let me just leave it back there like that. So anyway, let me put this music back on. How long we been on here? So let me hurry up. Diddy. This thing. Let me get my header and put up so we can know what we're talking about. Okay, here it is right here. So anyway, y'all, Diddy. So this is a crazy little story somewhat, okay? Anyway, they claim that Diddy's employees are complaining they are not getting paid while Diddy is in prison. And this is according to TMZ, okay? Now they said, TMZ said some of his employees are angry they are not getting paid while he's locked up in the feds. However, Diddy's rep insists Diddy has it all under control. So they said sources with direct knowledge tell TMZ Diddy's fortune is being handled by business management firm TriStar Sports and Entertainment while he is in the clink. They also said we are told they are keeping a tight leash on his money, too tight for some people on the payroll. Anyway, they said we are told some attorneys handling Diddy's mountain of civil lawsuits have gone unpaid, and other staffers have been stiffed as well. And as a result, at least one of them has quit. Again, Diddy's rep, Judah Engelmeyer, tells TMZ people, personnel, and attorneys are all being paid, and no one is leaving. So when asked if the employees were being paid on time, Judah said, Sean Combs controls his own finances. Everyone gets paid for their work once it's completed and confirmed after routine review. One source says Diddy's family members do not have unlimited free access to his money, which means they also have to deal with TriStar. They said they are told that the Combs family is working within a set budget. The amount and frequency of payouts remain unclear, and if they exceed it, they are required to submit invoices to TriStar, which aren't always approved. They also claim they are told Diddy wanted his family to gather for a dinner in New York City the night before his sentencing. When they contacted TriStar to cover the tab, they were told to submit an invoice. TriStar initially declined, but eventually reimbursed whoever footed the bill. Okay, so like I said, Diddy claims, well, his lawyers or whatever, claims that everyone has been paid, but some of his employees claim they have not gotten paid, and they are mad. So I don't know which one I believe. I'm kind of believing these employees when they say they did not get paid, because why would they lie about that when you can easily check? So hopefully if they are not getting paid, they will start getting paid soon, because to be holding people money and you can't pay them and they have already did the work, it's not good. That's not a good look. Let's see what some of these people are saying in this comment section. Somebody said if they are still working for him for free, they are bigger fools than the ones that stay late at the Diddy parties. Okay? Somebody said, so find other jobs. You expect him to pay you while he's in jail? Get real, people. And then somebody else said employees, LOL. Yeah, employees like the chef, his personal assistant, and all types of people. And then somebody said you can file for unemployment. Somebody said, why would they be paid? They better find another permanent job. They most definitely not too bright. Okay. Unknown. When I read this, I'm tripping. Okay. Anyway, somebody said, who still works for him? The thing is, I don't know. I'm guessing it's not hard for them to get paid while he's incarcerated, since he does have someone else overseeing all of his finances. So if they are not paying these people, they just basically need to, pay these people point blank. Because why bring unwanted publicity to you? So yeah, they just better get these people paid, if that's true. Okay, so y'all tell me what y'all think. Do y'all think Diddy has been paying these employees, or you think the employees are telling the truth? Let me know in the comment section. A lot of people say quit and go find a job somewhere else. So this dude right here said, or this woman said, it's time to be a real grown-up now. Find a grown-up job. Another person said, why are you still working for him? Word is, he's broke. Anyway, and then somebody else said they should have started looking for a new job months ago. I guess they were still getting paid, so why would they look for another job, right? If they are still getting paid. Okay, so anyway, any updates I get on Diddy, I will let you guys know. All right, so let me go ahead and do a couple of breaking news things, and then that's going to be it for today. Diddy. Every day, Diddy got something going on every single day, just about. Okay, so anyway, I got some breaking news for you guys to get you some money, okay? Let me just tell you what it is. Anyway, hold on. I got to find the article. So anyway, Amazon customers, okay? They say eligible Amazon customers who did not receive an automatic payment in late 2025 can now file a claim for a refund through a dedicated settlement website. All right. So let's see. So you can get a refund up to $51 if you meet the following criteria: U.S. resident, specific enrollment period. You signed up for Amazon Prime between June 23rd, 2019 and June 23rd, 2025. Then it said limited benefit usage. You use more than 3 but fewer than 10 Prime benefits, such as Prime Video or free shipping within any 12-month period. And see, if you had like a voluntary enrollment or cancellation difficulties, then that's also, you're also eligible to file for this $51, up to $51 in this settlement. So they say you intentionally enrolled through a challenge enrollment flow. In other words, shipping selection page or single page checkout, or you tried to cancel online but were unable to do so. So they claim that Amazon is sending claim notices via email or mail to eligible customers who did not receive automatic refunds. So they said all the notices should be sent by January 23rd. And they also said you can submit this online, use the claim ID and PIN provided in your notice to file the official settlement. On the official settlement site. And once you do all that, you can choose to receive your payment via PayPal, Venmo, or a mail check. No Cash App or nothing. No prepaid card. And all claims must be submitted by July 21st, 2026. So they said payouts are capped at $51. They also said Amazon has 30 days to review each claim once they get it. And they said for this right here, this round of claims being dispersed, it will come late in 2026. And they already let everybody know that the Federal Trade Commission and Amazon will never ask for your social security number, login passwords, or a fee to process your refund. Okay? So if you didn't get the Amazon settlement payout already, you can go ahead and fill out the information to do it now. And you can just type into Google I believe, Amazon settlement. Okay, so there you go. You can get up to $51 because they got a lot of people to pay out. So it is what it is. Okay, so let's. Okay, hold on. Let me see what else story I got real quick. That may be all. A lot of unaliveness within this last few days, but yeah. Let's see what else we got here. That's probably going to be all for right now. Because everything else is people get unalive. And, you know, honestly, you just want to talk. You don't want to talk about that all day, all night. You be dreaming about that stuff. Okay, so that'll be it for right now. I can tell y'all this cool little app real quick too. Okay, so they got this app that came up in my search thing. You know, not in my search thing, but it just came up. This site called, if you pay rent in an apartment or a house or whatever, it's this site called Split Pay. Okay, where you can split your rent in half. Okay. So I think they pay the rent by the first, and then like on the, I don't know what days they have you pay half, and then you pay the other half. But this service right here is good because this service is paying your complete rent on the first, and then I guess you have from the 15th to the 30th, you know, to pay half of. If you pay $3,000, you got $1,500 you have to pay on the 15th. The other $1,500 you have to pay to this service on the 30th. But keep in mind, Split Pay would have already paid your total rent on the first. So that's a good service. This is like the second or third time I have seen companies do this. So yeah, that's pretty good. So let's see. Yeah, and as long as you pay it through a portal, I guess. Let me see if you pay it through a portal, you know, like you go to a portal and you pay your rent, that would be easier. But I guess they do it. Let's see. Okay, so they send rent directly to the landlord. Damn, it's a good ass service. If you do not pay rent through a portal, they will send the rent payment directly to the landlord. Okay. And then depending on how you get paid, I guess that's how they set up the payments. Let's see. So you put your phone number in, and they're going to send you a link to apply. I don't know what they look at to determine if they can do, you know, your rent thing or not, you know, what they look at. But that's a good ass program. I think it is because, you know, a lot of times, you know, you have a lot of bills to pay, especially for single people. And if you can get somebody like this, a company, to pay your rent, you know, the whole rent by the first, and then you have like, I guess, from the 15th to the 30th to pay that rent. I think that's a good job. And then on the first of the next month, I don't know if they do that every month or they just do it some months or what. But I tell you what, if you are interested, you definitely need to go to Split Pay. It's if you type in Split Pay on Google, I think it'll go right into it. And so you do a passcode and everything. So anyway, y'all check that out, okay? And I'm checking it out to see what does it entail, because I don't know. But like I said, I did see another agency that did the same thing. So again, I think it's a good program, at least from what I see so far. Yeah, and if you do pay rent, you need to give this a try. Let me see if I push that, what happens. So again, just go to Google and type in Split Pay. I think that's what it's called, Split Pay. Split Pay. All right. All right. Other than that, you guys, thank you so much for tuning in. Don't forget to thumbs up this video. Let me take this off. Subscribe to the channel, hit the bell notifications, share and leave a comment. And if you want to show additional support for the channel, feel free to do a super sticker, super chat, cash app donation at $Shades2, or copy yourself a membership for $4.99 per month. Guys, thank you so much for tuning in tonight. Thanks to everybody in the bushes. Thanks to everybody who watched us on the replay. And thanks to Jermaine. Y'all have a blessed night, and I will see y'all tomorrow with another Night Owl Talk Time. I know I just said it weird. I know that's not really the name of it. Let's see. Yes, Shades2 Late Night Owls Talk Time. I almost had it right. So yeah. And make sure y'all check out my Country Ray reactions. And I'm going to do another one tomorrow, early afternoon. Check out my YouTube shorts. Dollar Tree hauls. I'm going to put up a new one tomorrow. And my other Night Owl lives. All right? Y'all have a blessed night, and I'll see y'all in the next video. Good night. Let's go ahead and take this off real quick. Shades2 is getting tired. Let's go ahead and turn this music off and everything. Sweet dreams, y'all. Don't let the bed bugs bite, all right? Hold on, let me go ahead and finish filling this out. I want to see how it goes. Good night, y'all.
Yo, turn the lights down low and the drama up. She's late, she's loud, and she live. Woo! You already know who it is. Shades2, baby. She back again. Crowd lit, vibe on 10. Shay walk in like we back again. News, tea, jokes and spins. She don't do small talk, she go in. From the headlines to the comment section, she call names with no correction. You tuned in, don't act brand new. It's late night, baby, she got that view. She say what she want and laughs all day. Live on Shades2, press replay. You thought I lacked game, back again. She say what she want and laughs all day. Live on Shades2, press replay. You thought I left, nah, I'm back again. Popcorn ready, wig on alert. She dropped one line and somebody hurt. Talk show queen with a side of roast. She run this thing from coast to coast. Late on purpose, still on time. She hit you with shade, then call it a rhyme. Talk smart, talk slick, talk flame. Say the name right, yeah, late night with shades. She say what she want and laughs all day. Live on Shades2, press replay. You thought I left, nah, I'm back again. She say what she want and laughs all day. Live on Shades2, press replay. You thought I left, nah, I'm back again. That's right. News, drama, laughs, whatever else you feel like. One mic, one queen. Late night with Shay. Shades2, she back again. Yeah, she say what she want and laughs all day. Live on Shades2.